something in the house.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. Swings this out for Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. And here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler, to the 43, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game from offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now it's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
On 2nd down, Eckler looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Herbert now. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Another completion here to Hunt. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. 15, 15.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he is going to have the Chiefs' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The Chiefs 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, That gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
From the 29, Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
After almost signing with Kansas City last offseason, Juju Smith-Schuster actually left Pittsburgh for KC this year as a free agent. He'll be one of the top targets for KC's offense this year as he chases his second career 1,000-yard season. Always reliable, operating out of the slot. Look for him to catch plenty of balls, as we just saw there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. Down to about the 45.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. They run again with Hunt. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Attack!
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway from the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's got it to about the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he completes it to Hunt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 2nd and 3 from the 9. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 3. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with career touchdown number 60. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Here's Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. Fielded at the 20. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Now, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spin our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Frank Clark, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Herbert operating from the red zone. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13.
Justin Hopkins will kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. On 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Swings this out for Hunt. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 29, Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling on the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to set up sharp at the 40-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Now back to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 39. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Down inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert now. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett from 3 yards out. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
27, Chargers 14.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Rolling to his right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
So it's a win for the Chiefs here. And no surprise, it was Patrick Mahomes who really led the charge.
Yeah, he had a great night throw in the football. Wound up with 3 touchdown passes for the game. And his leadership, it really showed through in this one.
So for Kansas City, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.